Hmm. What was it like being a Botmon main?
Hmm. Um, I don't know. The thing is, like, Botman's it's a very gimmicky hero. For a lot of people, they feel like it's a very gimmicky hero. So whenever you're playing Botman, it's like you have to take that into consideration, and you just have to. I don't know. You just get a lot of hate for it, and as in the bot main, it's it's important to just know that you're always that you're. I mean, it's not a disadvantage to play it because you're always at an advantage when you're playing it, but other people are gonna like judge you for it, and that happens quite a bit. So
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
in my honest opinion, Botmon is bot mains are people. I mean, sure, Botmon is very annoying, right? But then again, it's not that hard to learn anyway. So you could
Yeah,
just be
I
annoying.
mean, there are definitely things you can play that ways
To
that
be
you can
honest,
play
people
to make bot.
complain a lot about bot mains. You could just go Sergeant, absolutely dominate them. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So why aren't you a bot main anymore?
Why am I not a bot main anymore?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, uh, the thing is, in order for me, I don't know why, but I wanted to play other heroes when I was doing when I was in my bot prime, because I thought playing other heroes would help me understand how to play botman better.
Okay.
And so I'm getting all P1s, and I'm just going through them, and eventually I hit cryo, and after I usually do one-to-ones with people. And I was doing cryo, and this was my Botman prime, so my aim was particularly good.
Okay.
Yeah,
same.
I was fighting other cryomancers, and I was winning a lot more than I thought I would. So I kind of switched over to cryomancer, especially since cryomancer is underpowered and it gets less hate. So.
Yeah, I mean, cryomancer does really good against people like Sergeant, but not really good against ranges.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They have to approach you. So yeah.
There's a lot of It's pretty.
What's your pros and cons about Botman?
Okay, so I think before, if you asked me my Botman prime, I would have said there's a lot of pros, but now that I've been playing Cryomancer, there's quite a few more cons with Botman than I realized because I've been working on other heroes and learning how to fight Botman. So, like, Botman, in my opinion, is the second most predictable character in the game after Tinman. If a Botman's gliding, you know exactly what direction they're going in, and that's just a matter of aiming. You could hit that shot 100% of the time because you know exactly where they're going to be for the glide. And Botman has terrible burst damage. So, like with Cryo, I can do 24 damage in 0.5 seconds. With Botman, it's much slower, and burst damage is kind of important for a lot of matchups. So, and that's something that Botman doesn't have. What are their other cons? It's really it's really hard to aim down with Botman.
Okay.
A lot of people go up in the air with Botman, and then if the other person's just running on the ground or has a basic understanding of how to fight Botmans, it's going to be pretty hard to hit you. Unless you're like actually really good at aiming.
Okay. Do you think they should... Okay. Keep talking.
One more. Most bot mains just do 2v2s a lot because it takes less skill, so they don't really get really good at it. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Do you think they should rework Botman?
Do I think they should rework Botman? Honestly, I don't really think Botman needs a rework. Unlike a lot of the other heroes like Tin Man and Cryomancer and like maybe Spooter I'd say Spooter too. Botman, in my opinion, is good where it's at. I like the hero. I think they just need to make everything else stronger. Because if everything else is stronger, that means there has an overall higher skill cap, and therefore the game's more fun. You know?
Okay. What kinds of nerf and buffs do you want on Botman?
So something I didn't find out until like several months in and playing Botman is that each rang does 4 damage. I thought it did 3, but they do 4 damage each.
Okay.
And I feel like it could be 3 damage, and it would be closer to fair. Like if it did 3 damage.
Okay.
I think that's it because it's super predictable.
What are the good maps for Botman? Like what type?
The good maps?
Yeah, what type? For mostly ranges and melees.
It depends on the matchup, really. Like there are some.
Try like Sergeant. What map should you?
Oh, geez, Sergeant. Okay, for Sergeant, you want the biggest possible map you can think of. Yeah, Cobalt. Actually, that's a good one. No, the thing is, for me, whenever I'm fighting any hero, when I'm fighting a Sergeant, really, all I'm trying to do is bait them. So like, I'll go off the map and glide this way, then they'll try to follow me, and then I
follow Botmon. Why would you follow Botmon? So they just walk and they just fall. Okay.
Yeah, and so and then I'll glide the other way. I don't know. You just don't want to be close to them. Just try to bait them to get closer and then run away. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Use your superior mobility. That's it.
Yes. What's a really good matchup for Botmon? Like
the best matchups?
Yeah.
Okay, so good matchups for Botmon include, honestly, most of them are pretty darn good, but I'll go with the ones that are definitive counters.
Yeah.
So
like abusing hero like Marauder.
A Marauder. Okay, so Marauder is actually is one of the stronger heroes in my opinion, especially with the buff.
Yep. He is really strong.
At a medium skill level, usually a Marauder will win, but at a high skill level, a Botman will win, just because you can glide away when they grip you, and that's pretty bad because that's kind of like your only way of getting close to do damage.
Okay.
So you really need to keep that distance with Marauder.
Okay.
And just bait out the grip, and once they grip, then glide away.
What about the mechanics of that Botman? Like his techs, mechanics?
Mechanics of Botman. Well, I mean, obviously there's like little things you can do, like never glide straight up. You might as well be overloading with Timon, and you're super predictable. Like T-Suggs, he has the most aggressive Botman playstyle I've ever seen. He literally goes straight at you, and he's really good at that. He does that really well, gliding straight at you and being able to do that. Something about Botman is, because of its glide and its bot claw, it doesn't take knockback during that. So it's really useful for approaching opponents, which lets you, like, against, say, something like Skullfire or Green Hood. Those are really useful when you're trying to get close to them in order to keep on doing damage, and something like that.
Okay.
Or if you're trying to, like, create distance, you can easily do that with the bot rings and stuff. Botmobile, you just kind of use that defensively. You want to use it pretty much as soon as you get it.
Okay, you know this part, right? You see this? You never want to, like you said, you never want to, like, Botmobile right here. You get stuck.
Oh yeah, no, you get stuck.
Yeah, you always want to have like an area that's like free like this and just spot, right?
Oh yeah, another thing, don't use the Botmobile when you're in the air or like above someone, because then you have to look straight down and in order to get.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You see the smoke and you can't really see the enemy, but their name tags.
Yeah, you want to be like below the opponent when you're using the Botmobile.
Okay.
And also row your rings. Like, move your cursor from left to right or right to left when you're throwing your rings.
Okay. What kind of FOV would you use and sensitivity as Botmon?
Okay, so people ask about like different sensitivity and different FOV, but in my opinion, you don't. It's just personal preference. I mean, obviously, lower FOV means you're gonna have to turn a lot faster.
Yep.
You're gonna have to move your mouse around, but it's pretty, as long as it's normal. I've literally never changed my FOV or sensitivity, and yeah, I don't really think it's necessary.
Okay. What do you think Botmon is really overrated for a hero?
Oh yes, I do think it's overrated because, all right, so everyone knows that Void Crawler is considered an overpowered hero. And when you're a Void Crawler,
you're unstoppable. If you're good though, you're
is what, Botman?
Yeah, I mean Botman can. I mean, he could be annoying, correct? But then again, no. Yeah.
I think the reason people think it's so overpowered and they don't complain about Void Crawler as much is because while I do think Voidcaller at a medium skill level is a better hero than Botman, Botman is really, really good at fighting multiple people at once.
Oh yeah, because his bombs and his air tactic, like he goes in
ridiculous mobility. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't people just move out of the way? Usually when you fight, you want to I would usually just at a random time when I see someone go in the air, I would usually just go to F5 and just see who is coming to see my surroundings more.
So you could if you're doing 2v2 or 1v1v1v1,
yep.
Botman has such an advantage because you can literally just stay in the back and shoot from afar.
Yeah, you can just be the support.
Mm-hmm. With other heroes like Pug, you still have to approach to do damage even if it has ridiculous mobility. If I'm playing Cryo, I could be fighting some non, and then I get hit by some rando person that just happens to be attacking me while I'm double jumping and get hit off the map and lose a stock. That would never happen with Botman. So, yeah.
Should they change the difficulty on Botman?
The what?
The difficulty on Botman.
The difficulty? It's set to easy right now, if I believe. Let me check.
Really?
Yeah, it's set to easy. So it's really... No, it's one of the... There are heroes that they need to change the difficulty for, but Botman is not one of them.
Okay. Do you think you should get a cooldown reduction?
Cooldown reduction?
Like
shorter
cooldowns? Or what else? I'm not gonna hate it. It's just your opinion.
Wait, shorter or longer cooldowns?
Shorter or longer or absolutely anything. It could be be anything.
No, Botman's cooldown is good. I like it really long. Well, not because when playing Botman, I don't want it to be long, but it'd be so OP if it was any longer. One and two, it's probably the second or third most powerful ult in the game. So you don't want that thing to be coming out very often. It's Do you think it's really hard to? I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard to aim with a Botterang because there's 3 of them, but at the same time, Shoop with the hit scan and how many things are coming out at once, it's really you can hit so many more shots with Shoop and you can afford to miss more.
Okay.
So you really can't afford to miss as much with Botman. So it's pretty already shorter range in my opinion.
What's your good comments and bad comments about Botman?
Good cons and bad pros and cons. You mean?
Yes, it's technically like that, but it's slightly more different. What do you see from other Botmons? And what's the bad thing about that?
Bad thing I see from Botmons?
Yeah, basically like that, what you just said.
My gosh. Okay, so this is just a preference, but me personally, when I'm doing a bot claw, I don't want to aim my bot claw at them and go at them because then you're going to do damage to them with the bombs, but then they're going to hit you back. I aim my bot claw away from them and then shoot the bombs down at them as I'm moving away.
Okay.
That's something I see a lot. It's annoying. I don't like when Botmans go straight up. That's infuriating. And if you're a non, don't go straight up into the air with the Botmobile and just cruise around. Freaking. Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
As you ex-former bot main, what do you think about Vasilgris's guide on Botman?
Vasilgris's what?
Botman guide video.
I didn't see it. I don't watch Vasilgris.
He said don't play it at the end.
Actually, I do remember that. Don't play it.
Yes, don't play it.
If you're not a Botman
personally, in my opinion, Botman, I mean, he's okay. Just play Sarja or approach a cover at least. It's really just a map reliant matchup, in my opinion.
And it's semi-map reliant, but its mobility is very versatile, so...
Yeah.
It's not as much as freaking Skullfire, where if you don't have a big map, you die. But in 2v2 and 1v1v1v1, but in regular 1v1s, I think it's closer to fair, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just don't approach bomb.
Okay, I think that's about it. You could just go through that door and go home.
Oh, okay. Well,
bye, have a good time.
Fun.